All right, now DoorDash is updated again. We have a brand new DoorDash Dasher reward, and this actually means there is no more Dash Now perk for Platinum Dashers. That was one of the big perks, and here it is, where you can just hit Dash Now. This is what it used to look like. And now if you're a Platinum Dasher, it's actually going to look a little bit like this. It's just going to say Dash. Now, here's the other thing, because even if you're not Platinum, if you're not even Gold, Silver, or even where my wife is, she's not even tiered. And it's going to look like this right here. It's going to say where you can actually schedule or you can Dash Now instead. So no matter where you're at on DoorDash, it doesn't matter anymore. You can now dash anytime you want to. I know this was a thing that's kind of been rumored about, that the Dash Now is going away, but really it just went away as a perk as a Platinum Dasher. So it was interesting to see that now it's actually here in my market in the South Dallas area. So that means, what else has changed? Here is like the old Dasher rewards as we know about it, and what you might actually still see in your area right now. In the very top where you see the silver, where it says priority for high paying offers, then also it says early access to scheduling. But now what I'm seeing in the new Dasher rewards is this right here. It just goes from priority for high paying offers. The scheduling is gone. Why, you might ask? Because you can Dash Now or Dash Now instead. But now you look in the gold, of course, it's not going to have the scheduling either. It's going to have the increased priority for high paying offers. And then you have the gold offer boost. That's the new one. Go back to the other side. There on the bottom, you also still see increased priority for high paying offers. But on the top, it says VIP Dasher support. They're in the gold. But when you go back to the new of what I'm seeing, they move the VIP Dasher support down over to platinum, as you see in the very bottom. And let's go ahead and work our way up this ladder here. Now, when it comes to this VIP Dasher support, I never actually probably really felt a difference every time that I called, even though they'll say thank you for being a Platinum Dasher and we really appreciate your service and so on and so on. That's really the only thing I could really tell that is really different. I don't know if it's any quicker or anything like that. I know, I guess if you have ever had like a slow time, I know I've never really like dealt with like it's been like terribly slow getting to DoorDash. So if you had an opposite experience, well maybe so. But you just let me know down in the comment box if you just had a treacherous time with Dasher support. I think part of the worst time I've ever had was actually on Roadie, where I not only waited hours, but it was actually days. Then I just had it in the chat. I was like, this is ridiculous. But that's the worst I ever had. And then let's keep moving on up in the platinum. Now we see the priority access to large orders. Now, only thing that is still the same thing. They probably just like changed around a little bit of the verbiage here. And it says if you have a catering bag, you'll also be prioritized for catering orders, which can mean bigger tips and potential earnings of up to 2 or 3 times of the regular order. Now it looks a little bit like this right here. Priority access to large orders. You will be prioritized for large catering orders, which can mean bigger tips and higher earning potential. And now going back, we're looking at the top priority for high paying offers. So it's not just the large orders, not just the catering orders. Now we're just talking about just the other orders that are just going to be higher paying offers. So that's just a little bit of the difference between the top priority and the priority access to large orders. Not much difference at all, except for just the type of the order that it is. Then you have the discounts on DoorDash, which is 30% off up to $10 every other Monday. And there was a good old day when this wasn't just every other Monday. This was actually weekly, at least it was for me. And I think they probably changed this about 8 months to a year ago for me in my market area, where it changed to every other week. I'm just like, seriously? I've been getting like Chinese like every week. But hey, that's another story right there. But now here's what's actually replacing the Dash Now feature, which is says Platinum offer boost. Now with this, it actually says with Platinum, you are getting the highest offer boost. You'll have a shorter wait times on average than lower tier dashers. So you'll spend less time waiting and more time earning. Now this is a lot of what they talked about in the conference and how they're actually want to actually reward dashers that's actually using the platform more and more, or just uses the platform the most. So actually when you're having a shorter wait time, that's actually pretty good. I feel like I've actually already experienced that when I've been a Platinum Dasher. Now when this first thing rolled out, not only did I get that, but I got kind of avalanched with a lot of bad offers. I don't know if it was just because there was just some bugs in the beginning or what. Now the last time that I actually went out to Dash, I felt like I kind of experienced this, the shorter wait time and actually some pretty good offers. And I actually got $6 plus for less than a mile. I got back-to-back offers like this, and it turned out both of them were $8 for less than a mile. I was like, how you doing? Not bad having $16 in under 30 minutes. Man, I could just do this thing all day. But granted, hey, it's not always going to be cake and sunshine, because I got this order as well for $8.25 for 16.9 miles. I guess you're just trying to try me for a second. But this is probably the worst order that I had for that whole day. But if I can keep getting orders like this, hey, I will definitely take it. And especially those lovely catering orders that really gives you that boost. So overall, what do you actually think about this new Dasher rewards? How there is no longer a Dash Now for as just a feature, but now we have Dash Now instead. And of course it actually says schedule on top, so is there really much need for that schedule anymore? Maybe, maybe not. So be sure and put your thoughts in the comment box of what you think. Even when it comes to all these other rewards here, do you think it's going to make a difference? Is it still just better just to go ahead and cherry pick on multiple apps? Because there's going to be some markets where things are just going good and great anyways, and it will just be like, who cares? Decline all orders under $6-7 with X amount of miles. There are places like that. It's just that good and great out there. And if you are blessed like that, go ahead and take advantage of those type of offers. But I know in my market, being Platinum is kind of a needed thing, especially when it was the Dash Now, which now it's kind of like, well, the high paying orders are really going to have to start showing up and showing out. Because if I'm going to get a lot of trash offers, I may not have to be Platinum very long, and I'm just going to try to get those high paying offers as they come. But if I continue just to see that there's been a lot more of those good high paying offers or great glorified bangers, I'm going to be there to continue to take up the opportunity. Now I know there's somebody out there that say, well, I still got a catering order when I wasn't even Platinum. I wasn't even tiered. Hey, me too. But how often do you get those catering orders versus being Platinum? From my experience, in my entire lifetime, I can count on at least one hand how many catering orders I actually received by not being Platinum. And I think it's just one, two, maybe. But when I am Platinum, it's been like, sky has been the limit. I can't even count how many times I've had a catering order with being Platinum status. And now when it seems like things are been kind of balancing out for me, I'm about to go out there here right now and test out these orders. Can I still get these glorified banger orders? Can I just stay up there where I can at least make over $20 an hour, 25 plus. And I hope you receive value out of this video, so you would go ahead and hit that like button. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and see me in the next video.